Welcome to Uncommon Courtesy,
where we give you the courtesy of conversation.
That's uncommonly spoke of.
I'm D-Mac.
I'm Wesley.
And this is the show. Don't forget to like, listen, subscribe, share, hit that bell button so you can follow us every time we drop something. How you doing today?
I'm good, man. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. A lot better than Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh, man, that's
the House voted swiftly Wednesday evening to kill Republican Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene's effort to oust Speaker Mike Johnson from his leadership post. The resounding vote in Johnson's favor, which came with the help of Democrats, brings an end to the most serious challenge to the speakership the Louisiana Republican has faced, at least for now.
Yeah, I mean, when she came out today, they weren't expecting her to really do this. I think that they had thought that they had talked her out of it, but I think today she's been having a few like meetings with Mike Johnson, kind of backdoor meetings and stuff like that, and they were in the back room, I should say, backroom meetings, and she was saying that she came out the meeting. She's like, I don't know I don't want to bring up any of the conversation. I kind of want to keep things under wraps. And then all of a sudden stuff got leaked, which I think was stupid on their part, leaking her stuff. But at the end of the day, it kind of led her to doing. And then Mike Johnson had like a little quick interview today where he kind of almost laughed at her to agree. He was like, yeah, I hear that Marjorie might do this. And he kind of scoffed at the idea of her doing it. And then all of a sudden, right after that, she got up on there and she went ahead and called for his job, pretty much called for a speakership.
Well, I mean, I think after they got rid of Mike McCarthy, she was just feeling like, I could do this anytime, and everyone's looking at her like, no, that's not how government works. You know what I'm saying? You can't just because somebody's making the government function not the way that you like it, you can't just kick people out. But she's a joke anyways.
I mean, at the end of the day, man, she is who she is to that party. She's very much,
she's a disruptor. That's all she is.
I mean, and they've allowed that to be her and Matt Gaetz or whatever his name is. Those two kind of were
Eddie Munster.
Yeah, those were the two who pretty much got McCarthy up out of there.
Yeah.
But I think today the vote was I think she only got like 40 something votes out of the 400. I think about 420 something members of Congress, and they needed 200. She needs 218 to pass to get anything done, pretty much. And she got 40 something votes, man.
I mean, that shows how much popularity she has in her own party.
I think 193 Republicans and like 130 something Democrats voted for Johnson to stay in office. You know? But it took Democratic votes for him to even stay. Like Democrats had to save his job pretty much because the 196 wouldn't have done it. He needed 218. They would have had to keep on voting until either until they had to get rid of him or whatever. It just that what they're trying to do is trying to keep some sense of structure. We're going into an election year. We can't have it to where we don't have a Speaker of the House. There's just, turmoil within the House. And I think the Republicans right now, the Democrats looking at them like, man, we're not going to save your job again.
Yeah.
This is their saying is that we don't know if we're going to do it or not. But that's a strange thing to ever see Democrats.
Well, I mean, that makes sense, too. It's like the Republicans are like, look, we have to look like we know what we're doing during an election year. A lot of jobs are on the line right now.
Yeah.
Especially the presidency.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're not acting, she want to be a disruptor. She's part of the MAGA party, which is nothing wrong with that. But she's also one of the people that was trying to overthrow the United States government.
Yeah.
So of course she doesn't want the country.
So was Johnson. They said that he was like one of the primary people involved in that whole entire January 6th, coup idea. They said that he was too. I mean,
that's crazy. And they still get to keep their power.
They're both from the same kind of party. She just angry with him because I think he was against he voted against Ukraine. He voted against a bunch of things that he's now kind of supporting. But it's because he has a different, he no longer can be a person who can just throw rocks. He has to be a person who actually picks the rocks up and puts them in the right position.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And so that's what I kind of think that she's really angry about. And she feels, I mean, I think Trump even told her not to do it, allegedly. But me personally, what I really believe, I feel like Trump is like feeding her, because I don't think she would have done it without Trump.
Yeah.
I don't think so,
I think
man.
she was just trying to make a play for herself.
I don't think she would have done it without him, though, man. I mean, he is the MAGA party. You think that she's going to do something? Trump don't want us to look like a person who's really wants turmoil.
Yeah.
He doesn't want Mike. I mean, look how many things Mike Johnson has helped get passed. He helped get past the whole entire, what was that? The defense bill, whatever that was, or the foreign aid bill, whatever that just was right there. I mean, he's putting votes on things and helping out with things that in reality are not good for Republicans. They don't look good for Republicans. They just don't. It doesn't look good. Remember when Barack was in office? what they always say? They always said that I'm gonna be the person who makes Barack a one-term president by not getting anything done.
Yeah.
By not having any votes.
Well, yeah, that was what's his name? The one the guy kept freezing.
Mitch McConnell.
Mitch McConnell, Turtle Man.
Yeah. Yeah. So you got to look at it like that. I think they're really looking at him as like, you know what, man, when you were with us, we all were against all this stuff. Now you got with them and you got to actually see the paperwork, like what's going on in the secret meetings. You get to see all the documents that are kind of top secret. Now he understands that this is not a joke. I can't just sit here and say we don't want to do this and we don't want to do that. There's consequences to that.
Yeah, there's things that are going around. It's an integral thing that happens in our government that we don't see to make it function so we can have our nice little barbecues and not be bombed like other places. Mm-hmm. But one thing